Hello and welcome back to Boring Dead Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader, the beta that's currently available. We are looking for a Navigator, specifically on this planet, but then when we arrived there was another armed insurgency, which needs to be a bit of a running theme for this system. But we've said that we're going to go and rescue someone called Cassie. So let's go try and do that. Okay, pretty gross. And we can jump over. We can try and jump over here. I don't know what's around there. Might just be loot. Might be where we need to go to progress. Oh, so we did it. It's quite a big area. There might be some fighting in here. Let's see what we got. I guess we'll just go around. Maybe we'll do sort of like a figure 8 pattern just to make sure we try and get everything. Oh, there's mutants down here. Mutant traitor and a commander. What have we got? An intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor. Okay, hang on. I'll accept that. Maybe read it from my inventory because I don't think I could see the whole thing. Okay. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you are a strapping lad. You'll probably make it for a cycle or 3. It's worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn to mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our... Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Alright, Warden Felix said the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Unlike that fish-eyed, be quiet, he might hear you. Well, you know what I mean. So they're just moaning about their duties. I'm not quite sure what they're referring to. I guess, oh. I thought there was like a little face down there. I don't think it is, though. I guess we'll introduce ourselves to this lot. Protect the child. Oh. Okay, there's a few more than I thought.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Prepare for battle.
Dare cross the faithful.
We've got stuff over here as well. Okay. Alright, well, as for me, I might start off at least behind a bit of cover. Don't think... Oh, no, there is a bit going on back here as well, too. I might not have sent Abelard there. But we might send this guy, Pascal. Deer, we definitely want available to do a lightning strike. There might be more coming from this way. There might be something coming from down the middle as well. To Argenta, we'll pop you behind there. Alright, that'll do. It's actually Argenta first. Okay, so what can she do? 90% on this guy? That's not too bad. Looks like it should be a kill. What's that she's got? Revel in slaughter. Okay, I guess I've done that.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
She could, say, run up to there.
God Emperor, move through me.
Tempted to put like some extra shots on here. She might hit more than one. Yeah, you could say that. I guess I'll do the Revel in slaughter then. What's Abelard doing? Oh, look at that. They called in some reinforcements then. Okay. Alright, let's come up here. check out this one.
Took care of this one.
Do a charge.
At your
Let's do a charge on this guy.
Reduce the dust.
And
Victory is imminent.
there we go. Now it's Adira. There isn't quite enough left for her to do a lightning strike on it. But if she comes here, can she see this guy? No, she can see him though.
Descend the future on the battlefield.
Nice, not too bad. That'll do. I guess I'll charge at this guy. Why not?
Nothing I can't do. Losing me was your biggest mistake.
We'll endure
Suits
two.
my purposes.
High momentum. As the tactical imperative dictates.
I guess I'll probably just do this. 70%'s not too bad.
Primary functions successfully terminated.
I don't really get this thing. Doesn't work in quite the same way as it does on the melee characters. Oh, that's set up nicely for Abelard's next turn. Magenta, I guess she can have a 95%. I mean, sure.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Let's do one of these.
It will be done.
Yeah, not too bad. How many have we actually got left? So it's just this one, isn't it? So who's next? Adira. She's not going to hit him, is she?
There is movement in the Empyrean. Not this ground.
Yeah, too far. Never mind, you're not getting there, love. However, we can charge. Refresh our movement.
Glory to my bloodline. My
And then come
tactics
over
are
here.
flawless.
Hello.
Already done.
There we go. All right, we're not going to loot everyone, but let's see what the commander was carrying. Nothing that remarkable. Actually, the noble sword's quite good. So. Oh no, it's just a normal sword. I've got the noble sword. Okay, never mind then. This looks like it could lead somewhere, I suppose. What's going on over here, though? Statue of the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon the Magnificent. Okay. Data crypt. Okay. Can we do anything with that? No. Wait, what's this thing? Okay, she can't use that. That's probably what we got from that wreck in the last episode. There we go. Meanwhile, what's over here? Tell you what, let's investigate this passage first. Not quite sure why we'd want that, but fine. Navigator flesh sample. We wanted that, I think, didn't we? Not sure what any of that is. Okay, well let's work through these doors one at a time. Okay, well that's the same room. What's going on here? Okay. Mutant's throat is crossed by a deep cut, and a holy aquila is carved on their forehead. Traitors are often executed this way. Another data crypt. Yeah, well, before we do the athletics check door, let's just keep going this way.
My success is irrefutable.
Victory awaits.
The machine gun runs.
The Ripper auto pistol. Okay, don't really get how that's different to what I've already got. I'm sure it is. Carapace chest plate. I think we've already got one of those from the other guy. The long las would appear to be a sniper rifle. So is that something Argenta can equip? Yeah, I might take that. I might unequip that. And then she's got these if she gets up close and personal. Okay.
A new challenge for me?
Research notes. Okay. A rough bloody sketch. Crumpled sheet of paper with a tall woman with a dark-eyed monster drawn with fresh blood. Okay, there's something strange going on here, isn't there? To put it mildly. Oh, hello.
Follow my lead.
Awaken Cogitator's spirit. The Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. The tech priest's vox systems emit a binary trill, and his mechadendrites start furiously lashing at the air. I am recording blasphemy. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immediate destruction. Shall we awaken it? You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator's systems. Let's examine the log. View the report. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282, do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A through D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. Interrupted by turbulent shouts, and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6 and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We're on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone can be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you're in doubt, shoot to kill. The following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Recent entries. Examine recent entries of the incident log. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Data expunged. Docking log. Identity confirmed. Regent Aronto Orselio. Data visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Data departure classified. Security and life support logs. Okay, warnings and stuff. The imminent demise of this void station is affirmed. The damage to its core infrastructure has reached critical mass, at which point the further degradation has commenced in a cascading configuration. Encrypted data. Required access level, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. We've got a 95% chance to break the code. Okay, we're through. Most of the encrypted data is wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands, having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness, you'd normally have embedded, and now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child to delete, picked flow, disable access code, annul station, controls delete, activate shuttles, self-destruct, purge command log. Exploring the archives for a while longer allows you to recover a surviving excerpt from a report by the captain of the guard that mentions the security system had recently been reconfigured without letting him know. His comment goes as follows. Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support system, but Master Theobald had been at the child's side, and so was I. Could it be that... data on the navigators? Felix Orselio, alive. Theobald Orselio, upper chambers, alive. Calamira Orselio, deceased. Alexius Orselio, deceased. Rasmus Estevan Orselio, deceased. The child. Location upper chambers. Biometric parameters. Rapid heartbeat, high body temperature. Stress level exceeds the permissible limit. Status. Unknown error. Attention, calming treatments are advised. Blah, 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 blah. Control rod not found. If you lose the rod, contact one of the station wardens or the Navis Laboratorum custodian immediately. Can we call for help? No. Main chambers control. Open all doors. Okay. Error.
The spirits of this sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the lingua more familiar to the citizens of the Imperium. Requesting access to the device.
Go ahead. Main hall. Door open. Library. Already opened. Adjacent compartment. Depressurized. Technical area. Open. Guard room. Already open. Laboratory. Been opened. Okay. Main elevator controls. Blocked. Activate. Okay. I think that's done. Stop disturbing the machine spirits. There we go. Yeah, we've opened the doors, we've turned the elevator back on. Let's go and try this barrier that we could do an athletics check on.
Operation successful.
Excellence matters.
Oh, is it just clearing this? Okay. Noble silk gloves, +3 to persuasion checks. I'll take that. Probably better than the gloves I'm wearing. And I'll tell you what, Argenta gets knocked out a lot. Maybe she could have these gloves. Alright. Okay, well, let's go back this way. Yeah, let's. There's a door here we've not been to, so let's try this. There is actually something up here, though. Let's get a couple of things here first. Mutated flesh sample. Meteorite chunk. Okay. Right. What's through here? Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch to the side opposite the entrance. Okay, let's loot the stuff. Ooh, biogel. Black water. Unidentified acid. Okay, I feel like we're going to be collecting this stuff for something. Puzzle or something. Flesh sample. Another data crypt. Okay, so this is probably the lab, if I had to guess. Okay, well here's the puzzle then, isn't it? We've got to remake the control rod. I think we might have to read this. More and more influence. We have established the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts to the crystals we purchased in the Winterscale dynasty in an unusual way. Do not choose acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you'll not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. The situation calls for something more neutral. Oh, one more thing. The tech priests blessed the data crypt H41OK for the calculated number of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to stay near the device as you're waiting for the reaction to start. The data crypt H40KO failed over the course of our research. I should remind the technomats to deliver the sacred mechanism into Majos Dioctus' hands. So, that's not a good one. That's the good one. H41OK. Not the other two. The corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts to the crystals we purchased in an unusual way. Strongly recommend grinding the reagent to dust or into fine crumbs to speed up the reaction. Do not use acid. Okay. What else have we got? Something here. Laboratory notes. Experimental section. The child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Or Celio T Prime. Subgroup, lowborn male. Test subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day after being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronorotations later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. Lowborn female. The test subjects died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death: severe head injuries caused by impacting the walls of the floor. Subgroup: a paralysed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by a manufactorum accident. Male. The test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. During Regent Aronto Orselia's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely trying to carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. A lengthy conversation was prohibitive due to the servant's lack of a tongue. Subgrouped, a defective offspring of noble P. or Celio, pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation owing to the mutation of tissues required for installation of the obligatory augmentations that merge one's consciousness with the vessel. Additionally, she displays an overall feebleness of mind. Female. The test subjects mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from a resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. Okay. So, strange stuff happening around this kid. Adamantium. Okay. Tissue flask. Data crypt connector. Catalyst flask, reagent flask. Now, what did it say about a catalyst? Something neutral. Right, tissue flask. Well, let's put the mutated tissue in. Why not? Oh, double click. Okay, come out. There we go. Data crypt, we want 41OK, not that one. Yeah, that one. Catalyst, something neutral, not acid. Purified water, let's try that. And a reagent flask. Huh, that's something I don't have. What does this transducer do? Oh, we can break something down. Oh, well, what about the psi crystal? I did it. Okay. Oh, crystal dust. Is that what I got out of here? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's add that to the reagent flask then. Okay. Now what? Is supposed to do something. We tried the meteor dust, I suppose. Let's try the adamantium then. So I don't know what this is supposed to do. I'm pretty sure these are the right things, but I can't see anything like an activation switch or anything. So I don't know. I mean, we could try changing the catalyst as well, I suppose. If we take the water out, why don't we try... put the biogel in. How about that? Mutated. Data crypt. Biogel. Crystal dust. It's not doing anything. So I looked up a video online how to do it, and we had the right solution, but for whatever reason this machine wasn't giving us the activation step. So I'll just have to assume that's currently a little bit bugged. I don't think you get anything too dramatic. It would have been nice, but not going to be too upset. It was some kind of vials of stuff. It was probably going to be quite helpful, but hey, what can you do? Oh yeah, have I gone? Oh yeah, that was the lab. Okay, so let's go back to the elevator now.
A new challenge for me? I rise to the occasion.
We got this. I have it, don't I? I thought I made it. Do I have to talk to Felix first?
You dealt with the threats and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, a second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life.
The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Thank you. I did not understand a single word. Adira nods tiredly and glances at Felix from the corner of her eye.
This station has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker.
Hand over the key.
Felix sighs loudly and smiles. Thank you, rogue trader. I do not even know what to say. Never before did I admit it, for my status and honor would both suffer, but you gave me hope. The hope to leave the station together with my mistress, which is why I am asking you for one last favor. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my Navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, and so is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddled upstairs and adorn my mistress with the relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. The latest events badly disrupted Lady Cassia's psyche, and the warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe next to this ward.
If you turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort, I'll personally feed you to a void kraken, just so we're clear.
Felix smiles gently, almost relaxingly. If everything goes as planned, you will not have to worry about such things. You're going to need this charm.
Felix hands you a precious stone without a frame of any kind. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch, no matter how long you hold it in the palm of your hand.
And may the God Emperor's light be with you.
Okay. Let's go up. Cassia. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs stands with her arms raised, her hands deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her dishevelled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice a third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jewelled ornament, and when your eyes meet you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower check succeeded. You're enveloped in a despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, and your heart hammers in your chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. 63% chance of persuasion, coercion, 75. I know why I'm here, and so I will stand strong against any illusion. You direct all your attention inward, to your heart, currently shackled by another's suffering. Under the gaze of your burning inner eye, the despair and pain begin to dwindle. The darkness in your soul dissipates, the lump in your throat shrinks, and you discover that you're standing in front of a bizarre creature, a young woman whose tears you seem to have dried along with your own. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal.
What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you?
Boring Dude von Valancius, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unease settles over her features and she nods graciously.
Pardon my manners, Boring Dude. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint.
A heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. "The child! Lady Cassia! Where are you? Sacred child? Throne preserve!" Despite his venerable age, the Navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. "You!" The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk.
"My eyes fail me, but they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orcelio down upon your head."
48%, 50%. At present, I'm trying to determine what's happening. Failed.
"The affairs of the Navis nobility are no business of interlopers, even ones of noble blood. And while your name and intentions remain unknown to me, I will continue to view you as a threat to the child."
Boring Dude von Valancius, rogue trader.
"Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Then what brings such an important personage to a station of House Orcelio, one of the greatest houses of the Navis nobility? And what do you want from me? Speak."
What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in the room? Theobald frowns.
"Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When a child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orcelio."
I want to know what happened between you and Felek.
"Felek is my wayward student. He came to Urek 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me. But he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss. To pervert centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our Novators, Tisiphone Orcelio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize the control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Novator's throne. So choose whose side you're on. The murderous traitor, or the lawful scion of a noble house."
Theodore speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. You look frightening. The fish eyes look at you with unwavering dignity.
You were not supposed to see me, or Felek, or the sacred child. Navigators are highly paid for their loyal service to the Imperium according to his will. No one would dare judge the guides of humanity, the chosen of the galactic sovereign himself.
Felek accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words?
Defending myself before strangers. I never thought I would fall so low.
The old man looks at the unmoving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation.
If the child's life were not at stake, very well. I have no choice, or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis nobility, if the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup.
How could you lose control of your own station?
Do not thrust my errors in my face. I'm twice your age, and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future.
I'm simply seeking a navigator to join my crew.
Then you have come here for nothing. Urek 5 is an observation station. We do not make contracts and we do not supply navigators. I must tell you plainly.
The old man winces in pain, but you do not see any wounds on his body.
You have chosen a most inconvenient time for recruitment negotiations.
Where have I heard that before? That's it. Master Felek was babbling something similar, or did I imagine it? Was it just one of the possible outcomes that I foresaw? Oh, my head is killing me.
The station is in a state of emergency. Perhaps we can help one another.
My answer is no, and I do not wish to revisit the topic. The child will stay on Urek 5 and I by her side. Our ships will come to our rescue at any moment. I managed to send out a message before Felek seized control of the station.
A bluish rivulet runs down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under the clothing. Even the slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. You're seriously injured. How do you plan to protect the Lady Navigator in this state?
My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise to the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. As I said already, House Orselio's ships will be here soon. We do not need your help.
The old man turns away to hide the uncertainty on his fish-like face. I saw the reports on the station's main cogitator. Felek stopped the transmission. Your message only got as far as the nearest world.
So what are you proposing? That I hand over the child to you, abandon her to the mercy of fate, cast her out into the darkness of the galaxy with a stranger, alone?
The navigator's voice breaks into a shout.
No, I will not allow it.
Theobald stands over Cassia's body, shielding it, and the air around him turns sweltering. 48%. I give you my word, I will deliver Lady Cassia safe and sound wherever you wish.
Lies. You want to get your hands on the child, but House Orselio will not allow it. Wardens close ranks. Defend the heir to your last breath.
Heed your cries of
Damn.
stand your ground.
I didn't want to fight him, but I guess I could have said that I'd fight the other dude, Felek, a bit sooner. But here we are. Okay. Well, I guess I'll stay here. Send Abelard over here. I keep the tech priest with me because he's pretty good at melee. Alright, start the battle, I suppose. Oh, he's going first. He's probably going to give me a big clonk on the head now. Visions of Triumph. Soul Gaze. Okay. Oh, what's going on? The Argenta. Got a sniper rifle. Well, let's just say 95%.
I'll do it.
Let's move to
I
here.
will bathe this battlefield in
Another shot might go for this guy.
fury.
I have a better chance now.
As
95,
the
yep.
Emperor commands, I act.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Feels pretty good. Put a bit
I'll
more
do
of that
it.
on. Pascal. I think we move him up to here. Come hit this guy. So what's he got on him? The first who hits this target will be cursed. Oh well.
My vow is to serve.
Oh, he dodged. Right, we'll study enemies then.
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
To remove this guy's dodge and stuff. No, another dodge.
Can I fall back now?
There we got him that time. Hit Adira then. Put that on boring, dude.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Okay, Abelard. Isn't much to take care of on this side now, but
Try to
might as
test
well
its
come and do it.
tactics as a best bet. Indeed. I took care of this one. It will be done.
Alright, now my turn.
I shall not fear. All too easy. Watch and learn.
Bad. We charge attack this guy as well. Not quite sure what happened there. Let's recharge our go.
Is now. Nothing I can't do. Another
Oh,
clean
what's he got? He's got
strike.
2 left. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't dodge. There he goes. What have you done? Don't touch me. I will manage on my own. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by 5 for 2 rounds. Okay. Deals damage. Not too bad. Armored body glove, carapace chest plate. Interesting. Oh, well, I'll take all that. Alright, well I guess we'll talk to Cassia. I feel like that was probably the bad ending for this. I kind of assumed that I'd still get a chance to not attack that dude, but oh well. kind of got forced into it in the end.
Almighty Emperor be praised, my precious mistress is safe. Wonderful, this is wonderful. The weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulders.
Felek grins mockingly before turning grim.
You monster.
Cassia flinches at the Navigator's words and clutches her fists. Her sharp nails dig deep into her soft skin, drawing blood. Cassia's face, however, remains impassionate.
Traitor? Oh no, this is bad, this is very bad. The flimsy mask, so it's gone, and the gaze from behind. Well, it is aimed at you, Lord Captain.
What is wrong, Lady Cassia? Did I not bring you to your champion?
My champion?
Cassia laughs bitterly.
Felek Orcelia was a renegade, a traitor to our house who butchered my people. You brought me to the executioner without even realizing it. How sad.
Oh yes, about that. Felek Orcelia shrugs awkwardly. Forgive me this little lie, rogue trader. You serve the noble cause of liberating House Orcelio like no other, for which I will be forever grateful. We could have been good friends in another time and another place. However, the house's reputation must not be jeopardized by your testimony. The girl is a curse on all of Orcelio. She is the legacy of Tisiphone, a beast who kept the entire house chained with fear, killing indiscriminately for any trace of dissent. I had to break the shackles of her tyranny. It is nothing personal, I am sure you understand. The eye in the Navigator's forehead opens wide. You've signed your own death warrant. The words get stuck in your throat and your hands refuse to obey. The hatred of Felek overwhelms your entire being. How could he? How dare he betray you? His mentor? His house? You hear a woman scream as if from afar, and the veil of another's conjoining emotions fades.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Oh, I wonder what his plan was. Because he's been instantly killed by her. Alright, Abelard, why don't you go over to these two? I'm going to go over and deal with this lot. Dear Genta Tech Priest. Sure, why not? Don't think it'd be too hard.
Already done. You didn't stand a chance. Nothing I can't do. Posing me with your biggest
Okay, yeah, he's done. What's she gonna do? I don't know what she did. Use the ability, bring it down. Don't know what that does. Argenta.
That is
sure.
for the weak. Struck is a prayer.
Okay, she's done.
Scriptural prophecy of desire condemns you.
Is it just... So there's two left. Oh yeah, there is one there. Alright, Adira. Well, why don't we just... Might not be enough to kill him, so why don't we... Study enemies.
Will do.
Yeah, that'll
Anything else?
hopefully do it. Ooh, not quite. Argenta again? That's weird. Maybe she was given an extra go by Cassia. I'm going to switch to my flamer for this last guy.
This is unacceptable. Rejoice in battle!
Oh, I didn't quite kill him. I suppose Abelard can do it.
I will do my duty. One to a target.
How low can a man sink in the pursuit of power? Have you really hated me so badly, Felek?
Cassia's ruby eyes fill with bloody tears when she looks in the traitor's face, and your heart is racked by an unbearable guilt. What just happened? You killed Felix just by looking at him.
I have not. Never before have I.
Cassia is almost whispering, but quickly regains her composure, raises her head and enunciates calmly.
I did what is ought to be done to the renegades of House Orselio. You may not worry, rogue trader. I have no such power over the lives of the common folk.
A useful gift, I like it.
You are engulfed in an aurora of crimson, your hope for pain and battle, but my gift will not help you with that.
I regret we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
Cassia looks sorrowfully at the destruction around her.
What are you going to do with me?
Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator and I will return you to House Orselio at the earliest opportunity. Cassia gives you a curt nod.
Accompanying a rogue trader in their journeys is an honour for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Okay, Cassia has joined the party. Let's see what this dude had on him. Tactical goggles, 5% hit chance and crit chance. That's pretty good. That's fine. The dead shot stub revolver. Not bad. Alright, so let's have a little look at Cassia then. She is a leader. What's kind of her main deal? I don't know. Sort of willpower. Is she more like an adept sort of thing? Let's not do this now. I don't want to sort of commit to it. In terms of what she's equipped with, nothing. Alright. What can she use? She can use the staff. Okay. Her perception's pretty high. Maybe she's more of a ranged class? So what can we give her that would be good? She can't use sort of the good one that we just got. Oh, toughness 35. We probably could give her that.
Do you require an audience?
We upgrade her toughness there. Oh, cancel. Well, what else does she have? Warning, this version only contains a limited selection of blah blah blah. Okay. Maybe Law Warp. Okay. So now, if we go into her inventory, yeah, she... Oh, where's it gone? Toughness 35. I thought I just did her toughness, did I not?
Colour the uncoloured.
Toughness, yes. Law, yes. Oh, have I got to do everything? Okay. Fine. We'll get more willpower. We might do toughness as well. Move, move, move. Target ally gains movement points. That could be good. Do more awareness. More movement points, sure, why not? Do coercion. Temporary wounds. That might be good, restoring stuff. I don't know why I'm agonising over this really, because it's going to be my last episode, so I'm going to leave it here afterwards. Right, let's do toughness. Alright, okay, so now we'll go into our inventory. And we'll give her the snub-nosed pistol. I assume she can't... That's odd. Oh, it's actually a one-handed weapon. Oh, that's interesting. But anyway, let's give her that. So what is it? Dramatically increases the user's accuracy. Dramatically increases. Yeah, she doesn't have that strength. But we can give it to her eventually. All right, we'll leave it at that though for now, I think. Yeah. Let's get back to the ship. We'll take everything.
Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away.
First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us.
Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know.
Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What did you wish to speak about? After a few seconds' hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin.
I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honourably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now,
Cassia throws back her shoulders.
I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red.
I'll make sure all necessary supplies are delivered.
I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened.
Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all.
Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time, please. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station Urak 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruptions affecting Urak 5 twisted the bodies and minds of its attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia, thank the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull. With all permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still in need of more men and women for the crew, and we have not yet located Heinrich von Kalox, the right hand of the Inquisitor, the person who vanished in the shadows of the star system, but not on Urak 5, as we can now attest. Keep this in mind when making your future plans.
Thank you, that'll be all for now.
Whatever you say, Lord Captain.
Okay. Oh, how do I get off the map? No, that... I just want to go back to the ship. Alright, we'll come here. So I'm just going to say that I'm going to leave it there for now at this point in the beta. I think I said in the last episode, you know, if there's a major update or something added, I might come back in and take another look at that sort of addition, specifically. But otherwise, I might well just put this to one side until the full release, whenever that is. I don't think there's been an announcement yet, so I'm assuming it's going to be 2024. But we shall see. But I'll just say thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been illuminating for those who may have been interested in it but haven't yet, you know, bought one of the packs that gives you a beta or alpha access. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, if you could also give the video a thumbs up, that would be nice. Very much appreciated. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could do so. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time on Boring Dad Gaming for the playthroughs. I think tomorrow I'll be starting my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, which is due to be released. Very much looking forward to that, and I hope to see you there. Bye for now.